Real quickly, just thanks to Bray for inviting me out to this forum. This is the first time I've ever had an opportunity to speak in front of a group like this, so I appreciate the opportunity. First of all, I just want to say, give you a little bit of background on myself, a little bit more. I'm a Phoenix native. I'm a fourth generation Phoenix native. Been in the home building industry here for about 15 years. Been in construction all my life. My family's been in construction. I'm very comfortable there, and it's just a place that I landed about 15 years ago. It's been very good to me. Saying that also, there's been a great, I've been able to watch this market take off where we had people standing in line for homes, lotteries and things that were back in the day, and now we're actually trying to figure out how to actually create more sales. It's been a very dynamic ride, and I'm sure that we all feel that this ride's not completely over yet. Currently right now, like I said before, I'm working for Mary Kay Homes. I've worked for a couple of the other big publics here in the Phoenix market. I've worked for Meritage, worked for Richmond American, and I also did a little stand with Ashton Woods, which is semi-private. And Mary Kay Homes is a local builder. We're part of the Weyerhaeuser family. There's 5 affiliates within Mary Kay. It's Quadrant, Hardie, Trendmaker, and Winchester. Mary Kay Homes builds down in Tucson and also builds here in Phoenix. And from 1991 up until now, we've closed about 6,500 homes here within those 2 markets. My presentation to you today is a little bit more unique. I want to throw the local builder spin on it and kind of tell you where we've been and what we're doing. Excuse me. Mary Kay has always been what you call your step-up buyer profile. Our average price points in the Phoenix market were a little bit over $500,000 over the last 8 to 9 years. We've seen that very, very quickly ratchet down to a point where we're trying to figure out where we need to be. Within the Mary Kay product line, what we've come up with is, back in the day, Mary Kay started in 1991. At that point in time, in an effort to try and create a bigger buyer profile we can go after, they did some marketing research. And in that marketing research, what they did is they came up with the buyers wanting to have a little bit more ability to customize and personalize their homes. And backing into that and taking it and running with it, what they came up with was the flex design. Mary Kay Homes, if you say flex design to anybody in the Phoenix market, they go, oh yeah, you're Mary Kay Homes. They've done a great job of branding it. It's been a great tool for us in the past, but giving buyers a bunch of choices and stuff is really not where the market's going at this point in time. So what we've done, and just like Mark and Tony have done, we're stepping back. We're trying to evaluate our current plan offering. Flex design is really a way of taking a set of plans, pre-designing a bunch of options within that with structural components and all the moving parts. And we offer buyers, we can have what we call a flex space within that plan, within that footprint. And within that footprint, you can take and you can put a master bedroom downstairs. You can make that a theater room. You can do a whole bunch of different options within that flex space. And again, in a different market, it works wonders and lets the buyers kind of personalize and customize their home. Right now, what we're seeing is this market right now is price point driven. So what we've done is there's a couple different avenues we're going down. Existing product, like everybody's done, like Tony was showing you up there, we're going back and we're actually trying to take costs out of these homes, from standardizing windows to doing a lot of things that Tony was suggesting too. But the value that we see in where we're going within this market is from a supplier and a vendor base. As we come up with new products with these new subdivisions that we're actually looking into at this point in time, it's very critical for us to get the vendors and the suppliers involved with that up front. Back in the day when the market was on fire, we could pretty much put anything up and put any type of amenities into that and people would buy it. We need to be smart about the way we're building homes at this point in time. We've met with mechanical people, we've met with plumbers, we've met with our high-level distributors and things like that. And we sit down and we have these value engineering meetings and we bring everybody in and we spend probably a day, if not 2 days, looking at the layouts, looking at the dimensions, do things flow. Does it build a better system like Mark was saying? We are seeing this market change to more energy efficiency. And I think both the gentlemen up here have some really great points that we are not HVAC vendors, we are not plumbers, we're not concrete people. We're construction managers and we're putting all these parts and pieces together. So we look for expertise, we look for insight from the vendors and suppliers to come in and talk with us and say, you know what, you guys have been building this plan 1, 2, 3, 4 for the last 10 years. This doesn't work and here's why it doesn't work. And we manipulate around where there's some efficiencies in product saved and some efficiencies that the buyers can recommend and actually realize in there, and it becomes a better product overall. Saves us money, becomes more valuable to the buyer. So And to my point is that what we're looking at is for the input from the trades, and the opportunities here are just great for people to knock on the door, bring the phone and come in, and we'll visit and talk about it and see what new products are out there. We can't keep up with everything that's going on in this market. I probably get 25 emails a day about new products that are coming out. It's impossible to stay in front of it. So as we look to the trades and to the suppliers to provide us that information, so it's a wonderful opportunity to bring some new things up. Thank you.
I have a whole list of questions for these guys, but I'm just going to ask a couple because we only have about 15 minutes left, and then I'll turn it over to you guys for your questions. One of my questions has to do with vendors. I know that a number of home builders are trying to reduce their number of vendors, and I'd like to ask each of you if you've done that in the past year or so, and what are the pros and cons of doing that? Suppliers, I'm talking about.
We certainly have. We've actually changed our purchasing approach. Our goal is to leverage at the highest level, so if we can do a national deal, we'll do it. If we can't, we'll do a multi-regional deal. If not, regional, multi-divisional, divisional. We've centralized our purchasing operations. Purchasing at Beazer by the end of the year will be done out of one of 4 locations. We've absolutely streamlined our supply chain. We've got a lot of benefit from that. The downside is if you have put a lot of eggs in one basket and that company, suppose they filed for bankruptcy, it can get you scrambling a little bit.
We have absolutely gone through consolidation of suppliers, even install contractors, really out of necessity as much as anything else. We've had the philosophy at Hovnanian for a long time to try and partner with partners for long-standing relationships. Especially we've done that at the national level, but even at the local level. But with the changes in this downturn, it's really forced a lot of us to look at, to Tony's point, who we're doing business with. Some of the people that we thought were really strong companies, unfortunately, were no longer with us. And so we were almost forced to do some of that. I think there's some real benefits to doing that. I believe that, once companies do business with you for a long period of time, they understand your business better and they can actually become a much better partner for you and do some of the things that I talked about earlier. There are challenges. That is to make sure that you don't have price creep and scope creep and things changing with that partner. You got to make sure that that partner is in it for the long haul and hopefully financially stable to be with you for the long haul. So consolidation, I think, has its pros. It also has its downsides, and you have to be very smart. The other thing I would tell you is we had to really look at this strategically before we entered into it, and we wanted to make sure that all of our trade partners understood why we were doing what we were doing. I think that's important to be upfront with them and let them know that you're doing this for survival and you're doing this to make your company, and hopefully if they're the company that you choose to do business with or companies to do business with, that they'll be partners for the long haul. So,
I agree 100% with what Mark's saying and what Tony said. One of the things that we really struggle with too is trying to determine who those players are and who we're going to identify to move forward with. It's not always as clear as easy to determine that because this market has been very brutal on the vendor base and suppliers too. So we spend a lot of time looking at it. We spend a lot of time talking with them, bringing them in, checking back a couple different times. So the intent is there to streamline, but it's very cautious in how you go about doing it.
Two of you, I believe,